Thank you so much for joining this judging panel, and I'm thrilled you accepted our invitation.
Yeah, well, I'm very honored to be invited. And I will say, because of course you and I did that podcast episode for my Green Beauty Conversations podcast last year in 2020. The Blue Beauty episode that we did, I think, was one of the most popular ones for all of 2020. So it's
Oh,
obviously a
no.
topic people want to know more about.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think we care, at Beauty Heroes, we work with several Formula Botanica graduates. They are so knowledgeable. And I just so admire, what you're doing. Really, what I love about Formula Botanica and what this movement is really meant to do is to improve the industry. And that's what you're doing with Formula Botanica. So it makes you really just such a perfect fit to join Kelly Kovac and Deanna Ostrowski and round out this judging panel. So I'm thrilled that you are lending us your time and expertise for this process.
Well, thank you. And thank you
Yeah,
for inviting me.
yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things, we're looking for innovations in packaging, innovations in positive ways that companies, I think there's sort of like I like to think of it as an open invitation for brands to find creative ways, innovative ways to use their companies to deliver value to customers. Obviously, that's what products do, and find a way to use their company for good.
Yeah, that's so important.
Yeah. And so, I think what would excite you to see a little bit from the nominations and
Oh my goodness,
the
what a
brands
question.
through?
So I should also add that I'm a chartered environmentalist. So I did a master's degree 20 years ago in environmental management, and I specialized in corporate sustainability. And I worked for over a decade as an environmental consultant around the world after graduating, before I ended up with Formula Botanicas. So this is a topic that's really close to my heart. And I'm excited to see that the beauty industry is finally really talking about what it means to be an environmentally responsible and sustainable brand. And the industry has a long way to go, which is why these awards are so important, because they open that conversation up and they allow more people to take part and hopefully encourage more brands to think, what could I do, or what am I already doing that allows me to actually submit my brand for judging in these Blue Beauty Awards. So I'm hoping to see brands who are innovating, who are getting excited and thinking about what could be possible. I think Irina was saying at the beginning, it's okay to be climate neutral, but we need to go beyond that. We need to be thinking about repairing the decades, millennia, well, let's say centuries of damage that the beauty industry has caused, and thinking about what small brands in particular can be doing to not only mitigate for the impacts that they have, but go beyond that. So I'm excited to see different formulations. I'm excited to see different packaging. I'm excited to just see a different ethos behind the company. And I know that there are some incredible people out there doing incredible things. And I really hope that they submit their brands for judging this year, because I can't wait to see them.
Yes, I agree. I think that there is some really great innovation. We saw it last year with the submissions, and each year this award, as it gains more awareness, more brands are submitting, new brands are coming to market and sharing really cool things. There's some great stories that, and what I get out of it, and I think, all of us judges do, is we get inspired. And that is no small thing, I feel like, in this world right now. I personally want to stay inspired as, in this industry. And so this is very self-serving for me in the sense that I get to see really cool things and hear from really cool people. One of the things, I think you did a little podcast about it, if somebody wants to go and watch it, about there's a lot of greenwashing and blue washing going on. And so that's another aspect of this awards that I think is really interesting, is that we can, by really recognizing things that are truly doing what the movement is meant to do. And, with the
Yeah.
green beauty movement, what the,
Yeah.
sustainability movement, the blue beauty movement is meant to do, it really is highlighting, authentic, authentic innovation, authentic energy. And yeah, so do you want to say anything about that?
Absolutely. There is so much greenwashing going on throughout the whole industry, and it's quite shocking to see sometimes. I watch the mainstream brands put out press releases going, "We spent 2 years redoing our cap on our perfume bottle, and now it's recyclable." And you sort of sit there and go, "Wow, that's not going to set the world on fire, is it?" And I think what we have typically seen in the indie sector is that you see incredible innovators come through, and they design and come up with these incredible concepts, and then it catches on in the indie sector, and then the big players suddenly sit up and pay attention and think, hang on a minute, that's the direction we need to go in. Like I was on a panel a while ago with one of the world's largest beauty brands, and I was talking about how I think in the future we need to see more solid products. We need to see more products that maybe come without packaging. We need to see more sort of multi-purpose, longer lasting products. And this person said to me, well, that's all very well and good, but that's not what the consumer wants. And I said to her, yeah, that's because your brand has been telling them for decades that they shouldn't be buying that. They should be buying, this multitude of stuff that you make instead. So I think the indie players are going to innovate to such a degree that the big players will have to start paying attention. And that's what really, really excites me.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. So I think you're going to bring a lot of depth to this process. I'm so excited about it. And, we just are here really to tell brands out there to, to apply, to submit your brands for the Blue Beauty Awards. We're looking at innovation and packaging, in zero waste beauty,
Yeah.
in social and environmental impact. And we'll be picking a Blue Beauty Brand of the Year. So we can't wait to see what you have in store for us. And yeah, Lorraine, I can't wait to work on this with you.
Me neither. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm very honored to be invited. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for taking your time, your valuable time. And now you're very busy before the Christmas, everyone. So thank you very much for taking this time. And I will post the link for the nominations. Every year we discover some amazing, interesting brands. Okay.
Okay. See you soon.
Right.
Happy holidays.
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.